Uh-huh.
talked about trying to get $1,000 from the federal government. The Treasury Secretary said immediately overnight that you could do that through reconciliations, but is that realistic given the provisions in
Well,
Congress? How do you plan
well,
to bring that about?
we believe that the retirement account is something that we've been working closely with Treasury on, and it's something that can be stood up right away. And but in the end, the Savers Match program, which was passed in 2022 and begins in 2027, needed to be completely revamped so that it would actually work. And that's something that our team has been working on closely with Treasury. I think that all of us intend, in the fullness of time, to expand that program so that it affects everybody the president talked about last night.
Sir, can you fill us in on
Don't you need
thanks to
Congress?
the Biden administration?
Excuse me?
Thanks to the Biden administration, millions of families are locked outside of the housing market right now. If the Fed cuts 150 basis points like the president wants, will that meaningfully spark the housing sector, and do you think it will bring down mortgage rates?
Well, I think that the housing sector is something that the president's focused like a laser beam on, and he mentioned in the State of the Union that he wants to end the practice of institutional investors buying homes. And think about it, that if you went and tried to buy a home right now, you'd probably get outbid by an institutional investor. There's some cities in the U.S. where 20% of homes are now owned by institutional investors because they then want to charge high rents and maybe even use market power to do so. And so I think that's one policy. We've already reduced mortgage costs by about $4,000 per family this year, and I think that one of the ways you do that is you create a circumstance where mortgage rates could go down through prudent Fannie and Freddie policy, which we get from Bill Pulte, but also by managing the deficit. And so we cut the deficit last year a little less than $600 billion, something people thought was impossible. That puts downward pressure on inflation and interest rates.
President Trump said at the weekend he was going to be bringing in 15% tariffs. As you know, they came in at 10. The order came in at 10% tariffs. When will those 15% tariffs be going into effect?
I think that that's still being discussed, and depends on the status of existing negotiations and existing deals, and so that's still a work in progress.
So the European asked from 10% to 50%.
Excuse me?
I just wanted to ask on a similar subject, the 10% initially to the 15%. What went into the thinking there to elevate the tariffs from the 10% initially to that 15%?
We'll see when the final announcement's made. I'm sure it'll be clarified.
Which countries are coming back to the table to renegotiate the EU?
You should talk to Jameson Greer about that.
So you're not hearing anything about countries wanting to
I'm not the
renegotiate
negotiator.
deals?
That's the USTR's job. Do
This
you have a question?
So,
Exactly
Ms. Hassett,
does the president plan to sell his message when he hits the road later this week?
Well, I think that the reviews of the State of the Union address have been through the roof, and I think they should be. That he both mentioned really impressive accomplishments that have lifted real incomes by $1,400. He had us put out at the whitehouse.gov website fact checks for everything that he said in the speech, so that not only do we have lots of great news to brag about, but we also documented it. And then he talked about his plans for the future, and so he's not going to run or Congress isn't going to run next fall resting on laurels, but rather with great new ideas like the savings plan that he talked about.
Tariffs. First, the European Union postponed its vote on the trade deal with the U.S. after the Supreme Court decision. Why would they commit to upholding the deal if they can just wait 5 months and the tariff goes to zero? And the second question, on January 13, the president said that he was imposing immediately tariffs on all countries, 25% on all countries that do business with Iran. He never followed up. Nothing happened.
Well, there are negotiations still going on right now on that matter. And remember that when President had the team plan for the tariff agenda, that he made sure that there were backup plans and backup plans for backup plans should the Supreme Court, which we disagree but respect the ruling, but should the Supreme Court toss out the tariffs, then we've got 301s and the 122s and other things, so that the tariffs are not going back to zero. That's not going to happen.
Is there a political will in the White House to get a second reconciliation bill with more tax cuts? Is that a thing that the White House wants to do?
It's something that is being discussed right now.
sorry, one more international question. You hosted Transatlantic Gas Security Summit earlier this week. We have seen results from participating countries. What is the U.S.'s perspective? What are you committing to?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Transatlantic Gas Security Summit. You hosted with Baltics and some other.
Yeah, that
What
was
the U.S.'s commitment?
that was a Chris Wright thing, so you should talk to him about it. Okay, thanks everybody.
Do you think the administration